Hey you guys, so I tried to record a video on this yesterday, but I couldn't post it. So hopefully today is the day that I can get this message out. So as a lot of you know, we're in the age of Aquarius, right? Which I have to give credit to L. Antoinette, to where you can also refer to this as the age of air, because Aquarius is air, right? So you can also call this the time of revelations, which you might hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's the time of revelations, all is being revealed. Revelations, reveal-ations. So I'm going to break down how this relates to air. I'm just looking because it's like there's so many places to park, and then somebody just, y'all know how it goes. It's just always, you know what I'm saying, always that one that just, they see another car and they got to be close, and so anyway. So you can also call this the age of transparency. This is why you're seeing all being revealed, or you may hear the term, oh, the veil is lifted, or the veil is gone, or the veil is thin, right? So with this being a time of air or Aquarius, if you think about Aquarius is also the time of technology and advanced consciousness, information, knowledge, all of those things. So you can also relate that to the advancement of technology, which we're in, right? In which some people fear, they're a little concerned about, because they feel like they're going to lose their autonomy, or people are going to put all of their knowledge and wisdom into it, and it will gain its own knowledge and wisdom beyond the human consciousness. So that's why a lot of people are concerned about things like chatbots and AI and ChatGPT and things like that. What's also becoming more transparent is your true spirit and your true self. So it's a time now where even yourself is being revealed, not only to other people, but yourself as well. So it's really a time to truly go within. Now, I also am into alchemy, not just the physical alchemy, which became chemistry, but spiritual alchemy. If you study alchemy in any sense at all, from its origins, you know that it also became chemistry, but it also became a thing where they related it to the spirit, because everything physical is spirit first, and they also related it to the Kemets, or the Egyptians, that is, I'm speaking of, also related it to the alchemy of the soul, of the spirit. So if you relate this to the terms of alchemy, which the soul is always being alchemized, right now is the time of separation. Now, separation does not mean separated physically from other people. You may be in that season where you have to separate to be with yourself, or what have you. But the part of separation in alchemy was the phase in alchemy where the dross, or what no longer served the purpose of getting to the philosopher's stone, had to be removed, which is the process of revealing the gold, the philosopher's stone. So if you relate the separation phase to this phase, and related to transparency, and related to revelations, it's a time to remove what no longer serves. So again, that might be people in your life, but it's more so the soul of the spirit, so that its true essence can be revealed. That is the time we are in. And even if you read, like, I'm still a beginner, I would consider learning in the field of alchemy. I start with the Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy, which talks a lot about this. It breaks it down in a beginner's level. And even when you study the terms of alchemy and the phases of alchemy, they related to a certain phase of life, or a certain phase of the soul related to a certain phase in physical or chemical alchemy. So I said all of that to say that when you keep all these things in mind, it really shows and reflects how we are expanding in consciousness. Everything expands, everything goes through its